Is Kristen DiMera going back to prison, plus why Rachel is Salem's next ultimate villain? Are you kidding me right now? Days fans, I mean, seriously, just when you think the DiMera family can't get any more twisted, the writers hit us with this absolute roller coaster. Welcome back to the channel. Guys, grab your coffee or maybe something stronger, because we need to talk about Kristen DiMera, Rachel Black, and the absolute circus happening down at the Salem courthouse. If you aren't caught up, brace yourselves. We are diving deep into the EJ shooting, the Bayview drama, and why I firmly believe Kristen's latest Mother of the Year stunt is going to blow up in her face. Boom. Let's get into it. So let's recap the madness really quickly. Kristen actually lied to the judge. She stood there, looked the justice system in the eye, and confessed to shooting EJ. But here's the kicker. She didn't do it. Her daughter, Rachel, did, and you won't believe what happens next. Johnny DiMera was literally on trial, facing prison time because Rachel pointed her little finger right at him. EJ, in a rare moment of actual fatherly concern, refused to let a verdict be read because he was terrified Johnny would go down for a crime he didn't commit. So Kristen, playing the ultimate martyr, takes the fall. She gets slapped with a 6-year prison sentence. 6 years, all to keep her kid out of a juvenile facility. But wait, it gets crazier. While Kristen is playing cell block bingo, Rachel goes full-on mini villain on the outside. She almost kills Sarah Horton. How? By deliberately swapping Sarah's cream with something she knew Sarah was deathly allergic to. That is cold-blooded Brady, finally acting like a parent. Dragged Rachel straight to Bayview to keep her out of the actual prison system. But because Rachel eventually confessed to her crimes, Kristen is out, free as a bird. Or is she, let's be real for a second, the perjury charges are still hanging over Kristen's head like a massive guillotine. She knew the truth. She lied under oath, and she went to prison under false pretenses. The judge is going to be absolutely furious. Will she go back to a cell? I honestly hope so. Don't get me wrong. I absolutely adore Stacey Hyduke. The woman is a soap legend. She plays unhinged better than anyone on daytime TV, but I cannot stand Kristen's ridiculous logic here. She honestly believes she's being a good mother by covering up a literal attempted murder. Give me a break. Look at the history here. We have to rewind about 10 years to truly understand Kristen's psychotic obsession with motherhood. Remember the 2014 to 2015 era, when Kristen literally stole Teresa Donovan's embryo right out of her womb to have Brady's baby. That was peak DiMera insanity. Kristen has never, ever had a normal, healthy relationship with the concept of being a mom. She treats children like possessions, like trophies. And now she's taking that toxic Stefano level manipulation and pouring it directly into Rachel's brain. And let's talk about Rachel. This kid is terrifying. She is a legacy character in the making, but she is entirely her mother's daughter. Brady putting her in Bayview was probably the first genuinely good parenting decision he's made in a decade. But now Kristen pulls her out, total disaster. Many fans think Rachel is just acting out because of her broken home. I completely disagree. I think the writers are planting the seeds for our next legacy supervillain. She didn't just throw a tantrum. She methodically planned to trigger a lethal allergic reaction in Sarah. That's not a cry for help. That's a calculated hit. So, what happens next? Here are my theories. First, the courtroom drama. I predict the judge is going to throw the book at Kristen for perjury. But because this is Salem, she won't do hard time. They'll probably give her house arrest or some ridiculous community service at the hospital, which by the way, is a terrible place for a DiMera to be unsupervised. But the real meat of the story is Rachel's mental state. Will Marlena step in? Oh, the irony. Think about the decades of trauma Kristen has inflicted on Marlena. The secret rooms, the kidnappings, the psychological torture, and now Marlena might be the only psychiatrist in Salem who can fix Kristen's broken kid. I can totally see a massive plot twist where Marlena discovers something even darker hiding in Rachel's psyche during their sessions. What if Rachel actually remembers something else from the night EJ was shot? Missing puzzle piece, a classic soap, cliffhanger right there. If Kristen goes back to prison, Rachel is going to spiral. She was pulled out of Bayview way too early. Without the facility's structure and without her mom to enable her, she is going to make Brady's life a living hell. I'm predicting a major runaway storyline. Rachel will flee. Maybe try to break Kristen out, or worse, target someone else who stands in her way. Chloe Lane better watch her back. The tragic reality is that Rachel is losing her mother over and over again. Not because of the system, but because of Kristen's horrible, selfish choices. Kristen thinks she's protecting Rachel, but she's actually providing a masterclass in how to be a criminal. But what do you guys think? Am I being too harsh on Kristen? Is she just a desperate mama bear? Or is she ruining Rachel forever? And do you think Marlena can actually help this kid? Or is Rachel already a lost cause?